Let's take you back to the Western Cape, where President Cyril Ramaphosa has just finished teeing off alongside a diverse group of stakeholders. We understand he's just about to chat to the media. Let's listen in.
Number two, you are going to Tanzania for that summit of the SADC and the Eastern African Community. President Kagame said you distorted what you spoke about. He called you a liar. And President Trump says when your country is doing bad things. Your reaction to those?
Gee, so many things all at one go. No, as I said yesterday in the State of the Nation address, we intend to grow our economy. We're focusing more intently on growing the economy by ensuring that our reforms take root, and we broaden our reforms as well to the second phase. We've done relatively well so far with our reforms, particularly when it comes to network industries, our electricity, our logistics, our rail, and our ports. We're doing much better than we did in the past. And that in itself is a really good indicator to investors, because they show that they see that we are serious. We're beginning to address the issues that they were believing are holding back their own investments. So investment confidence is up. And once investment confidence is up, we'll see a real growth in investments in our economy, and then we will see growth and creation of jobs. We intend to get into the second phase, which will focus on water and local government as well, and the regulatory environment. So we are intending to do a clean sweep of everything that is holding our economy back. And at the same time, government itself is ramping up its public employment programs. We're going to be integrating them and making sure that we bring in young people, we bring in women, we bring in disabled people and give them opportunities, real opportunities of learning new skills. And we want to get into new industries, the green economy, artificial intelligence, the digital economy. So opportunities are going to really open up in South Africa, and we are really excited about that, and more particularly by being able to have a compact with business and labor and social organizations working together with us. So the growth of our economy is going to revolve around us pulling together. And I have a sense that South Africans collectively now want the country to move forward, and that nothing should hold us back, and government is going to be there to facilitate that. And with regard to what's happening in the DRC, as a head of state, I am not in the habit of getting into the mud and arguing with other people, other heads of state. Matters of importance are discussed properly behind closed doors, so I'm not going to get into the mud. And with regard to the United States is a very important player on the global stage. They're the biggest economy, and they are our very important trading partner. So we intend to deal with them in a formal way and in proper engagement. And as I said, I'm going to be sending a delegation to the world, on our own continent, to Europe, to the Americas, and to Asia, to the Middle East, to go and explain our position, more particularly our G20 objectives, because we want this G20 to be an African G20, but also to be a G20 that is going to focus on the issues that impact on the global South and humanity more broadly.
Mr. President, Pani Kancha from the Newsroom Africa here. Are there any policy positions that are up for negotiations that you would be willing to waive in response to what the US President has said, and or the agenda for G20, or is it not up for negotiation?
Well, anybody who says things are not for negotiation is not being realistic. We live in a world where we want to promote cooperation, we want to promote dialogue, we want to promote being able to work with others. And so we want people to put their views forward. It must be a festival of ideas being put forward, where we sharpen each other's wits and where we put wisdom and facts on the table. So we will be willing to talk to people. And now that we're president of the G20, we are the hosts. We are the dialogue leader. We are going to be presenting positions, and therefore we're open to talking, as we are open for business. And when you're open for business, you want to hear views, even if they're divergent to your own views, and you want to find consensus. And once we get consensus, we're then able to move forward.
Last question, guys. Lulama.
Lulama Maja, SABC. Mr. President, follow up to the Tanzania matter. You're going to Tanzania on tomorrow. When are you hoping that the bodies of the fallen soldiers will come back home?
Well, we're working now with the UN and, of course, the SADF to bring our fallen soldiers back. We're working fervently. And when we get to Tanzania to have the summit tomorrow, I'm hoping that we will not only deal with, what has happened in the recent past, but we will deal with issues that revolve around a ceasefire and finding a permanent solution to the problems that have dogged the DRC for the longest time. And we want our soldiers to come back. We want peace to prevail in that area, in that part of our continent, so that the people of DRC can live in peace. And all of us can be in our own countries, advancing development of our own people.